everybody, how you doing? Finally getting to go out scouting today. It's been a pretty wet spring so far, and I just haven't been able to get out there. And finally have had a couple of good dry days for me to try and get out here. Coming up here, this is May 12th, Mother's Day, 2019, and I still see some snow on the sides of the road up here. So hopefully it's not too bad up in this dirt road. But let me show you what I'm looking at right here. There's the end of the tar, and there's the dirt. Finally get to hit some dirt. Been a long time waiting this spring. Well, I'll check out, see what we get out here, and some more video on it. Hey everybody, how you doing? I just want to give you a couple of pointers on what I do as a disabled person looking for places to hunt. Right now I'm traveling down some dirt road, and I remember a spot that I saw last year that I want to go check out. It was 6 or 8 inches of snow, fresh snow, when I was driving up there this past hunting season, and I've never been down that road before, and I'm surprised because I've been by it a bunch of times and I've never checked it out. So I'm gonna go check it out today and show you some things that I have to do as while I'm scouting, just to see, you know, what works and what doesn't work for me as a disabled hunter, and hopefully it may help some people out. The view here, you can see up on that mountain. Zoom in on it. It's still got snow way up there in spots. Yep, that's snow. We still got snow. May 12th in certain places here where I hunt. Let me show you around. I found this little spot here. This is a good possibility of something I would like to try and scout out, or a place I would sit, because there's an old logging trail there. There's a nice hill here past the mirror. And over here, got a nice draw coming in. I wasn't getting a very good video where I was, so in the truck, so I'm outside trying this. Let me just show you some possibilities of this area here that I look for. There's the snow again. Up there, you got a good range. You got 100, 150 yards. Looking up that way. And you got over here, got another good range. There's a couple of skid trails going up that. And down in here, it draws down. So what I would do, I would come over here possibly and put a ground blind up over here, or maybe in those tall trees over there, put a tree stand. Probably ground blind would be better. Tree stands are just getting too cold. Or you could sit up in here somewhere. But my truck is right there. I'd back that truck down another 75 yards back, be pretty much out of the way of this area. And then I would walk through here and probably put the ground blind up there somewhere. And we could watch down there. You could watch up there, and you can watch up there. So there's been tracks all through here before. So this would be one possibility of something that I would do that's not a lot of walking. You got some range, probably close to 200 yards by the time you're done. Just keep your target practicing through the year. Make sure that 200 yards is something simple for you. But yeah, that would be possibility number one for me here. Let's take a quick ride up this little area right up here just to see if there's anything I'm missing. Most people just walk up here and check it out, but climbing this hill with my shoulders and crutches would be not a good thing. See on my left here, it's going to be all raspberry bushes over this side once it starts to grow in. It's too early in the spring right now for that stuff. Pretty much as far as you can drive with the vehicle right there, so you'd have to walk in the rest of the way. It does continue going to the left there. Very nice. Definitely might even be a spot for me to come drive the truck up here and go to take that right. It continues going to the right, like it's an old skidded trail. Be another thing for me just to possibly just watch, put a ground blind up there and watch that direction. So I'm going to check that out. Now you can see I've driven up that hill that was on my left, showing you down below, and you can see straight across there, right where I said I'd probably put a ground blind. It would be a good spot. See how you can see nice and directly up here. So that's that possibility. But now that I've come to the top here, I've found a nice spot. The trail stops where you can't drive a vehicle anymore. They got it blocked off, but it continues going off to the right. So I'm going to go check that out right now. You see something's tore up the ground a little bit right there. And right in front of the truck. Right here. Also, the trail right here. This goes down through the brush, down through the bank there. And then you keep going this way. Go back up there. See, there's branches on the ground up there. There's another trail coming to the left there. It goes across to the right over that way and goes up the bank. So I might put a cam right there. Okay, there's a truck right there. You can see that dirt bank that stops that road from being passed by a vehicle. But there's a trail that goes right through. You can see how it's notched out right by that rock there. And also to the right side of that rock it also notched out. Right to the right side it drops off, but there's a trail coming down off that bank going across, and it comes up here, comes up here, walks right through here, comes up and continues going right up through there, goes all the way up there. So one other little technique I want to let you know, you can see all these huge rocks. Sometimes that's a great place to sit, is by the rocks, because the deer already know that there's rocks there, as opposed to a tree stand or a ground blind that's just fairly recently been put up. The rocks have been there a long time. I shot the biggest deer I ever shot walking through the woods, and I found this huge rock. It was noontime. I decided to sit on that rock to have some lunch. So I sat on that rock and he's eating my lunch, and sure enough a big 8-pointer comes out, takes a drink out of a stream that I didn't even notice the stream was there, and shot him with a .303 British. That was quite a while ago, probably 30 years ago. But yeah, I'm gonna go up further there and check that out, show you some more. You can see the truck is down there. I can just barely catch reflecting in sun. I walked up this trail a little ways. Not a lot for most people, but for me it's quite a hike with crutches and bad shoulders and bad legs and everything else. But anyway, it's got a great spot up through there. There's a lot of hardwoods through here. I see a lot of birch, maybe some beech too, some beech nuts through here. I've been seeing all kinds of toe marks into these leaves on this trail for deer and also some moose as well. So should be pretty good. Well, this place seems to be pretty good, so I'm gonna probably try and put a trail camera out here. I didn't bring any bait of any kind. I usually do, but I'm gonna give it a try without any bait this year. I kind of think that might signal the animals that something's not quite right if all of a sudden food shows up that they've never had before. So I'm gonna try it without it and just see what comes up this trail. I'll throw my trail camera way back down that way, closer to the end of the road. Hopefully I can hide it. I don't want anybody stealing my camera. Can't afford to buy cameras continuously, but we'll see. But it looks like a pretty good area. Hoping I'll find some good deer on this trail camera in the next couple of months. Well, check this out. Alright, chose this tree. I'll try that tree. About 10 more feet in front of you, there's a trail coming from down this ridge, coming up onto here. And it funnels off over there and goes towards the truck. And also up there, so I think it's a good spot to put the camera, possibly get something coming through here. See some moose sign, and I do see some deer sign, so we'll see what happens. I have to trim this thing down because this could be a big tree right in the way of the camera by the time some animals come out through here. So take the bag off and get to work. One's going up. The lenses and stuff clean. Clean those lenses off, that way they're not obscured by anything. The sensor and the camera lens and the flash lens, you want to get those all nice and clean before you put them up there. Okay. These python locks, I really like them. They come in handy to hold that camera on really well, and hopefully nobody can take it either. Don't give the cameras away, that's for sure. The fun part. And all around. Camera somewhere. Don't want it. Slightly down. Slightly concealed. Going right down the trail. That should work good. And obviously got to turn it on before I leave. That'll be good. Keys. Alright, that's camera number 1. Now this is May. Probably keep that camera up there. Maybe till September, maybe. That'll give me an idea what's out here. Or it may have been a certain time of the year. But we'll see. Hoping some good deer out here, but this is why I started early and started putting cameras up in a lot of different spots, because you never know. The mountains, deer go off, actually migrate down the mountains in the wintertime, and then they come back up here spring through summer into the fall. Depending on how bad the snow comes or how early the snow comes, they may migrate early in the fall. Last year they did that. Didn't seem like there was hardly any deer compared to the years before, but that's what you gotta find out. That's why I put the cameras out, right? So I'll pack this up and head on back and show you a few more tricks up my sleeve and show you some more possibilities of what I may use as possible sites to hunt and why. Turn that on before we forget. Now the fun part, getting back off the ground. another possibility I like to do. You got one side of the road, you're high up, and then on the other side you got a whole bank that you can see through in the hardwoods. Obviously you got to make sure you got some shots through there before you can take a shot, but sometimes you can just sit right on the edge of the road and watch down in there, and the deer, assuming that they're way inside the woods and they're tucked behind a couple of mountains, they feel safe and they can be a little bit more relaxed as they're walking through. Especially with the sound of the stream kind of muffling some stuff, muffling some of the sound. I could sit right on the edge of this road. I'd probably like to park my truck somewhere, you know, 100 yards away or 75, but if there's any place I can go down the road and park, and I'd come up here and I could sit on the edge of this and watch down in there, and maybe have some luck. Just another possibility when you don't have a lot of mobility, that this is what you got to do. That's the site road 1. This is one I just come off of. Putting one trail camera up there. I'm going to call that site 1 or A. And we'll go from there and see if I can check out another spot. And believe it or not, that's not the area that I found last deer season. So I guess it's down the road a little further. I'm going to go see if I can find that one. Seeing a lot of moose signs still, but not a lot of deer sign yet in the winter time, and a lot of deer are probably just moving back up in here now. But hopefully I can find that other spot that I found last fall. I think I actually might be coming up on it pretty quick here. Nice streams, a lot of streams. The water's really high this year. It's a good thing for the animals. I think this is the road. Try it out. We shall see what we see. A lot of big woods, still hunting. What I love about it. See now the spot right here. Right here I could park my vehicle right here and watch down this tote road. There's a small pit on the left side of me and a little parking spot on the right as well. I could pull a truck right off the road and watch down this road. You know, be a good spot to just to do on a really cold day. Obviously got to check to make sure there's some sign through here, but this is usually a pretty good road. And I got what, almost 500 yards all the way down to that second knoll way down there. It's a good poke. So that's another possibility. So things I have to look for. I'd rather get out in the woods away from some vehicles, but sometimes you don't have that choice. Spots to my left here, some old tote roads, skidder roads. A swamp to the right. So it might be a really good spot to sit and watch. I'd come up here sometimes in the spring and in the summer and even in the fall and just bring the truck out here and just sit and watch areas for a while. See what comes out. Just to be out in the woods, peace and quiet. This is the road. This is the spot. I finally found it. You can see that. That pine tree. The moose didn't like that too well. Looks like it's not too old. Oh, I did it this winter. But I was just up here, right up to the top of this hill where I was parked with all the snow, and I was watching this. It's about 200 yards behind me, and there was tracks all through this area. So right up to the top of that knoll up there, there's as they're going up, it's going to be to the left, there's an old skidder road. So I'm going to go get out maybe and check that out. I haven't been up there yet, see what it looks like now, but I'm going to check that out. Well, here I am. This is a spot I wanted to check out. I parked my truck here, and I put 100 yards down there. I had some scent because there's a good deer trail coming off of that right hand side. There's tracks going all through this area, and I can catch up on the mountain there. Looks like there's still a little bit of snow way up there. I can't tell. Way up there. Over there too, I think. Yeah, this is a good little spot. And it's really cold and snowy, about 6 or 8 inches on the ground. I was the only one coming up here, so I parked there and watched that. Didn't get to see anything that day, but as I was parked right here, I could see this snow skidder trail going in there, so I want to take a walk in there. Sort of flick his tail in there, I just can't see him. Big deer.